with me, Poempida Hidayatulloh, and today we're going to discuss about training, certifications, and basically about human resources development. And we're lucky that we have a very interesting guest. His name is Mr. Sulad Sri Hardanto. He is an expert in many things.
The benefit of certification in the industry itself, and then on the individual.
Yep.
On the industry, we know that not many people have expertise in carbon, for example.
Okay.
So we have to fulfill the needs of the human capital. Yeah. So
each of Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yes, oh yes. Decarbonizers, carbon activists all over the world, welcome back to another episode of Carbon Forum. With me, Poempida Hidayatulloh, and today we're going to discuss about training, certifications, and basically about human resources development. And we're lucky that we have a very interesting guest. His name is Mr. Sulad Sri Hardanto. He is an expert in many things. His title is just too long for me to sort of say it. It will be presented by the editor later on, underneath his face, of course. So watch this space, and we should discuss this with Pak Sulad straight away. Hello, Pak Sulad. How are you?
Good, thank you, Pak Poempida.
Wow, yeah, welcome to Carbon Forum, and thank you for being here.
Yeah, it's an honor for me.
Oh, great. Could you tell me about yourself? You have like very decorative sort of titles, right? So can you tell me about what you do?
Okay, thank you, Pak. First of all, I was graduated from ITB. This is Bandung Institute of Technology, and then I work for several companies, and then now I run my own business.
Oh, great!
Basically in consultancy, consultancy in risk management and also in investment.
Wow!
The second business is training.
Wow!
And certification. So
you're going to have the third one then, yeah?
Yeah, I hope so.
Right. So what's going to be the third one then? What are you aiming for?
Yeah, now we are preparing for the cosmetic product.
Cosmetic product.
Yeah.
What about carbon? I thought you're interested in carbon. You're the vice chairman of the supervision's body in the ASECSI, right?
Yeah, right. So I'm now taking the certification for climate risk evaluation.
You're in the middle of it?
The beginning of the course.
Okay.
Yeah, I already enrolled the certification.
Right.
This is certification from CFA Institute. It takes around 6 months.
6 months, yeah.
Yeah, to complete. Yeah.
So by mid this year, then you'll be one of the expert on this
risk
assessment
climate risk.
Climate risk. It's called climate risk.
Climate risk. Yeah.
Sounds very interesting.
Yeah, valuation, because we have to make a transition. For example, energy transition from current existing assets to the new energy, and then we have to evaluate the projects and make valuation also for the companies.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the core expertise of CFA.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you've done a lot of training. I mean, following these certifications, right?
Right.
And what I'm saying is it going to be hard for you to get this certification from CFA for this climate change risk sort of assessment?
Yeah. After joining ASECSI, I work hard to know about carbon. And then I researched about it, and then on the certification, I already got CFA designation, and I think that's about 50% of the
already 50%.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I should.
So you only need another 50% to get the certification.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Wow, okay.
On the climate risk.
All right,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, very interesting.
Yeah.
So you're proposing that the Indonesian people needs to be sort of educated in terms of these carbon issues.
Yes.
And one of the things that we need to go forward is related to training and certifications.
Right.
You
Yeah.
propose a scheme for the training and certification in SXI, right?
Right. Yeah.
How do you plan it, and what sort of thing you want to do?
Yeah. Yeah. We have discussed with the certification department of SXC and also the training division, and also Pak Brian, the Secretary General of SXC. And based on my experience in training and certification business, so we will create the certification for SXC. But before that, I want to explain about certification. So we have a common ground about what is the certification. Yeah. So certification actually is a process. Yeah.
Yep.
Process of being formally
Recognized.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. For meeting certain standard or qualification.
Yeah. Yeah.
So process means we can say several methods for assessment process.
I see. Yeah.
So usually.
So it's got to be standardized method.
Yeah.
Related to whatever certification that you're going to apply, right?
Yeah. Usually examination. Yeah. In terms of multiple choice or essay. Yeah. And then also on the PNSP term. PNSP is professional certification agent.
It's agency.
Agency.
The national agency. National agency.
Agency.
Okay. So you're applying to them for these.
Yeah. Usually certification is from the association or in Indonesia PNSP. So I think better if we do both. Yeah, because to get license from the PNSP is not easy.
Oh, okay.
So we can go using our certification program, and then in parallel we do PNSP. So we have to develop LSP. LSP is the Lembaga Sertifikasi Profesi, is agency for the certification. Yeah, and then after that we can do both. Certification from association or from PNSP.
Yeah. So you're creating the LSP, right?
Yeah.
It means that the professional certification body, recognized by BNSP, the agency, the national agency that appoints the LSP, right?
Give license to the agency.
Great. Yeah. Now getting into more details, obviously, then. You are in the Association of Carbon Emission Expert. To achieve an expert sort of what you call it status. It must go through certain process of training and certification. Can you elaborate more on how one can actually apply and get such certification?
Okay. So basically, in the carbon industry, many industry involved in the industry.
Oh yeah. Especially example, in the future, everybody needs to be involved in it.
Yeah, right.
At the moment, still in the sort of several stages, right? They sort of planning at several stages of development.
Like energy, volume, and then industry and etc. And then we need to give the core competence on these different sectors. So we plan to make a 3-level.
Three-level only.
Basic, intermediate, and advanced. After that,
then
the
you
people
become
get really expert, and then we need to have expert in sectors.
Yep.
So after 3 level, then
they need to choose which sectors they want to focus on. All right.
So after passing the 3 levels, they will get CEE, for example, certified emission expert.
Sounds very interesting.
Right.
I want to get one of them.
So it's we will give also the professional designation for the basic and intermediate.
Okay.
And the advanced is CEE. So for example, for the basic is associate CEE.
Okay.
And for the intermediate is CEE analyst, for example. And then CEE. And then for the specific expertise, for example, CEE volume, CEE energy, something like that. Because it's
I mean, there is a title that you want.
The
professional title that you want to sort of give to the people that pass the certification process.
The association will give the title, because usually like that. Like CFA Institute give CFA,
Okay.
GRCP give FRM, for example, like that.
Well, very interesting,
Very interesting.
So after you pass certain sort of academic degrees, you can get your own titles. Then you can put the CEE title afterwards. Is that right?
Right.
Wow. That should be very interesting for everybody, right? CEE. Carbon emission expert. Wow.
Because in the industry, we have education for the academic, and then education for vocational,
and this one is professional.
And then in the BNSP term, we have like 9 level. We call it KKNI, Kerangka Kerja Kompetensi Indonesia. That's 1 to 9, and then
so the framework of the competition, competency, the framework of the competency sort of standard.
Right. On the academic, from high school, and then undergraduate, graduate, and then postgraduate.
So somebody from high school can actually join this program, then he can earn this?
Yes, because on the professional education, start from
So it doesn't have to be first degree, right?
No. From high school.
From high school.
There's operator.
Graduated high school.
And then take the level 1 of the KKNI.
Okay.
And then 1 until 9, so it's like high school until postgraduate.
Wow.
But there's operators and then analysts and expert. The top one is expert.
Okay. One of the things that if you have titles, obviously some would sort of show it on your cards or anything like that. But in the end of the day, it's about income. It's about work. It's about jobs, right? So how one can actually get the benefit with having this title?
Okay, so actually the benefit of certification in the industry itself, and then on the individual. For the industry, we know that not many people have expertise in carbon, for example. So we have to fulfill the needs of the human capital. So
each of the companies in the future needs to have a carbon expert within the company. So that's the opportunity for the ASEC to actually produce the human resources to supply that. Right. So basically, in other terms, I would say that you should be able to get a very nice and interesting job in a company. Is that what you're saying, right?
Right. Okay. There's maybe a lot of job opening because it's not fulfilled yet. And then usually, if we have a kind of certification like CFA, there is a research that when people get CFA, the potential income is increased. And also, the professional community will recognize you better in terms of sort of rates. Because
professional rate.
Because if we get certification, then we have competency standard competency that already designed by expert. And then usually have a potential increase in income, and then also the networking, because usually association like SXC, CFA with CFA Institute, so we have so many job opening in Indonesia or around the world, and
I
then we can get.
This standard is recognized by the world. I mean, by global sort of recognition.
BNSP recognized by international community also. Because
so if we have these sort of certification, if we want to sort of work abroad, it will be acceptable.
Acceptable, at least for Commonwealth countries. Because BNSP is designed from the Commonwealth countries, from Australia.
So other countries like the European sort of Union, and also the US, Japan, or anything, they are not actually bound to this. Not yet.
Not yet. Because on the Commonwealth there is a mutual recognition agreement. So there is agreement between countries. If they use the like a PNSP scheme, then they will recognize it as.
And that should be good enough, because the Commonwealth countries, including like Singapore, Australia, Malaysia, New Zealand, so
English,
they are very interesting destinations, countries, right? Wow, very interesting. Now, maybe you can give some sort of indications, If somebody wants to start this process, obviously they need to start applying as a member of SXI, right?
Right.
And then my questions would be, is the cost to proceed with this thing going to be very expensive? Or, I don't know, I mean, this is your proposal, so can you indicate that? I mean, what I'm saying is, if it is expensive, why it is expensive? If it is, say, affordable, then perhaps it would be very interesting to a lot of people to join, right? So, what is your idea on this?
Usually for individual to take certification from the PNSP, the examination cost is about 1.5 million. Rupiah.
Rupiah. I thought US dollars. So rupiah. So that is equal to
like 100
US dollars. Okay, that's quite affordable. That's quite affordable. But that's for the examination.
For examination.
What about the training itself?
The training is depend on the demand and supply. If the participant is small, then usually it's higher than if we can get many participants.
Right.
So usually would be 5,000 rupiah to 15,000 rupiah, million rupiah.
Right.
For one certification.
So you're in the middle of conceiving this concept.
Yes.
And when do you think it's going to commence, to start?
So now we are in the process of discussing, creating the concept. So we will do association and also PNSP. So the certification from association may be quite fast or faster than PNSP. So we will proceed this and PNSP.
So you start the certification based on the SXI first?
Yes.
And then starting with the BNSP sort of concept later on, once you got actually recognized by BNSP.
We develop the curriculum and also the
competency standards.
Competency standard, and then it will be used for applying license to PNSP.
I see.
So we already discussed the structure of the certification. So from the basic, for example, this is maybe you can also give input later on, yeah.
Yeah.
So, for example,
I think it's going to be a decision on the association.
Association,
right? So it's not your call.
Yes, right.
Your own call. I mean, what I'm saying is you can actually propose, but in the end of the day, the decisions will be on the whole association itself. Okay,
right.
I understand. So it's a collective sort of decision. All right. Yeah. I mean, I think everybody is looking forward to this. So do you think by next year we should be able to enjoy such a certification process like that?
Yeah, I think so.
By next year, yeah?
Especially in the certification from the association.
Oh, that should be quite straightforward, right?
Quite straightforward. And then for the credibility of the certification, so we need like university that we can collaborate.
Okay.
For example, ITB or UGM, to increase the credibility.
Yeah. Have you talked one of these universities yet?
Yes, I already sounding for that university. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're graduated from ITB, right?
From ITB. Yeah.
So you should be able to quite easily get the attention from them, I guess.
Yeah. And then I also teach MBA school in UGM.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I have access to MBA UGM. Yeah. And then I have friends.
So your MBA is from UGM?
Oh, MBA from Monash University.
Oh, Monash University. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Wow, it's been very interesting. And well, thank you very much for being here. And I wish you good luck, and I wish basically this carbon sort of ecosystem in Indonesia is getting better with this idea. And can you actually give some sort of 1 or 2 minute sort of closing statement related to the idea of yours, please?
Okay. For SXI member, please wait for our process. Yeah. In preparing the certification, we need your support in developing the curriculum and the material, and also we call it a competency unit. Yeah. So it will make the process faster. Yeah. And then please support us also when we already have the certification body LSP to send your member to participate in the training and also certification. It will benefit it for industry, and also we will help the government to achieve the zero carbon target in 2060. Yeah, I think.
Wow, excellent. Thank you very much, Pak Sulad. Thanks for being here. I wish you all the best. Well, the carbonizers, carbon activists all over the world, that was Mr. Sulad Sri Hardanto. He just explained a lot related to the idea on the professional certification standards and also trainings, and basically related to the human resources development in the carbon ecosystems. I think that should be interesting for all of us. And keep watching the Carbon Forum with me, Poempida Hidayatulloh, until the next episode of Carbon Forum. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.